Super hyped. Can't wait to see these guys play. And what Buddy is gonna pull out of his hat now.
Yeah, well, he's been promising some new builds, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh.
Yeah, this kind of map, well, what we might see if Hey Buddy goes Protoss, which he is actually, could be the build that Elazer used against Petit Drogo to break through these mineral walls and rush into the main. Anyway, speaking of Hey Buddy, he's in the bottom left. He is under the name Cheese Me Daddy, representing absolutely no one but himself, and he's Protoss. I think I already mentioned that. There he is. And in the top right, representing no one but himself as well, it is the Red Zerg Edible Animal.
I've not seen this guy play yet, so pretty curious.
Yeah, well, so far he's gone for quite a standard opening. Actually, never mind, that's a rather quick gas, so just going for a bit of safety. Bit afraid of perhaps the name, Cheese Me Daddy, and actually quite conveniently going to be going up against Hey Buddy's 2-gate build. So this pull first will be quite nice for him.
Smart play. Hopefully. I don't think
immediately putting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone gas first.
I quite like it against Protoss because you get that fast speed, and quite often, if Protoss underestimates it, you can actually get in quite early into the main and get some nice probe kills before Protoss has too much. And if they commit their adept to staying home, sorry, not staying home. If they kind of aren't sure what to do with their adept, they might not scout a potential follow-up. So I like to go for roaches immediately after this kind of thing. We'll see what Edible Animal goes for.
One of the drawbacks here is that Buddy does not have a wall. He does have early units, of course, which will help, but no wall is quite risky still.
Yeah, I'm thinking either he's either thinking that he'll be fine because he's created a quasi-wall with these 3 buildings and the pylon to protect his probes, or he's just not remembered that he's playing against a Zerg player.
That is also possible, you never know with Buddy.
Yeah, and it is actually going to be a Roach Warren out of Edible Animal, so that's, I think, a good call. It will be the best play in the current situation.
Definitely.
At least until now that he's seen there's no Nexus, to send his lings across the map to try and stop the scout. But now that he's seen there's no Nexus, he knows he's going to have to worry about some stuff pretty soon. And here are 3 zealots crossing the map. I mean, he's only got 2 lings, he's only got 1 queen. Yeah, just the 1 queen. This could put a lot of damage down on the hatchery. Obviously, if Buddy realizes what he's up against, which he'd have no reason to, he could just rush right into the main and go for drone kills, but yeah, he's just going to put some damage down on the hatchery. Roaches should come out. Oh, sorry.
Can he lose this hatch? Would it be okay?
No, he can't. Okay. But he won't, because he's got these roaches coming out. Isn't that Overlord being convenient?
Kite with the roaches. You got this.
Well, actually, the Stalkers changed the changed the game here. He should just about hold this off. Oh, not if he's attacking his own units. No. Oh, damn.
Oh, here comes the Zealot again.
Yeah, still holds off the attack quite nicely, and he now has 2 bases to just the 1 of Hey Buddies. So I'd say he's in a pretty good spot, as long as he doesn't try and counterattack, which he's immediately doing.
Well, he can poke at the front. He doesn't have to lose any units here.
Yeah, he can just kind of stay out of the main and try and contain him on 1 base.
Or he's going to try to outright kill him here, because I do see more units pouring across the map right now. He's not producing anymore, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he has enough to break Hey Buddy here, because he's going to have a warp in soon. He's going to have this robo finishing up any second. He's got this cannon, which really Oh no, that's pretty bad for Hey Buddy. Getting Stalkers caught. Go for a recall, but only one of them will get out. Well, actually, no, not even the 1.
More units in production as well. Edible Animal is going to go for the kill here.
Yeah, I think he might just get it as well. Hey Buddy's completely unprepared for this counterattack. There is going to be an Immortal, but that's not even going to be chronoed, so it's going to take so long to get out. This cannon's nice, it's going to put in a lot of damage, but that pylon's not going to last long enough. We're going to pull probes, but the cannon's going to be offline. The Adept's doing some nice damage, but Jesus, that's an Artosis pylon if ever I've seen one.
Oh, definitely.
Ouch.
2 more pylons going down. If he can get this Immortal out, he might actually be able to hold.
I think he's going to hold anyway now with the Stalker coming out.
There's more units coming across the map though.
Yeah, this is potentially problematic for EdibleAnimal because he's going to be committing a lot to this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he can actually finish Buddie off with this.
Going back into droning now though.
Only slightly though. We'll see if he creates more units. Yeah. I don't give that Immortal long to live. But he'll do the job.
Oh man.
Just got away.
This is what I like about platinum level play. It's so hard to predict what's going to happen here. Both players could have won and lost already at this point.
I don't think Buddie could have won, but he definitely could have reacted better to this incoming attack.
Yeah.
But obviously he had no information, but he could have made the correct judgment. No, I think he's in an alright position. Like, sure, not having a natural sucks, but excuse me, EdibleAnimals put a lot of resources into this push, and now Hey Buddy's starting to peak in power. He's got his +1, he's got his 4 gateways, and he's going to try and do a little. He's going to try and do a little surround with the adepts, but more cheeky than effective, I think.
Yeah, if we look at the units lost, Edible has really invested a lot into this, and it hasn't done enough, unfortunately. It could have, but it didn't.
Yeah, I think he's made a few too many units behind this. So, like, if he'd just gone for the first attack, where he unpowered the gateway, he forced a lot of units out of Hey Buddy, and then he kind of realized, hey, wait a minute, this guy's going for just one base. He's going to have a lot of units. He's going to have 4 gates, in fact, producing. Also got a robo, so maybe I should start making drones for myself so I have a stronger economy than he does in order to use this additional production that I have compared to what he's got.
I mean, they are kind of in a stalemate. Neither player can really successfully attack the other.
Hey, buddy, come on. Oh, dear.
So EdibleAnimal was always gonna do this.
Yep, well, you can't call him anything but obliging.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy did ask for it. Might see a third base going down. Yep, there we go. So I think since Hey Buddy hasn't gone for the counterattack, we're going into probably quite a normal game. Because neither player can really kill the other, unless of course Buddy can get a nice fight. Maybe put himself in between the natural and the thirds. Force EdibleAnimals to take a fight, and then just crush him with the sentries and the immortals. But he's actually not making any more after the second one. So probably won't have enough to do that. He could actually be going for a Soul Train, but I don't think that's really his style. Yes, I have noticed that City of 3-1 down, Magnath. It's been very pleasurable. But at the same time, I'm kind of worried. Okay, so +1 armor is about to finish. Just as +1 weapons begins for EdibleAnimal, so that will give Buddy a double upgrade advantage for quite a while. Especially since a lot of EdibleAnimal's units are Zerglings, so only like half of his army, less than half of his army, will actually benefit from this upgrade when it completes, while Buddy's army will benefit from all of his upgrades he's got. And yeah, there's +2 starting up as well. If he chronos that could even be finished before this carapace is done. Okay, gonna go for an attempt at a Ling run by, but that will get absolutely trounced. Reacts just in time to save these Lings from getting vaporized. And he'll be able to look around for a third base, which there of course is not. Observer here, not seeing much of any interest. Not even seeing the army. It's always what you want to have the observer looking for. Maybe he could check the third base for drones. Doesn't want to go too close to that natural. He's actually walking right towards a spore. Okay, moves away just in time. That's good. Ling's going again. Don't really get anything done. In fact, nothing done. They just take some energy off that shield battery. World War I all over again. Just a tragic waste of life. But they don't cost much, so it's fine. Okay, so it's going to be a double immortal drop. I quite like this against Zerg, especially if they're going for roaches like EdibleAnimal kind of is, kind of isn't. I guess he just hasn't got much army in any case. you can trade really well against the roaches. And you can two-shot drones. You know, you've got some zealots coming across the map. They'll get intercepted by these zerglings. Actually, the zerglings aren't attacking, so okay, now they are. These zealots will actually do a lot of damage because they have such better upgrades than the zerglings do. The roaches now come along and deal with them. The damage is done to the zerglings. They're all dead, and Buddie knows exactly when and where this attack is going to come. Okay, well, actually, it's not going to come in the end because he's falling back to deal with the immortal drop. Now, if those zealots hadn't been caught in the middle of the map, as they were, they would have been in the natural right now, or maybe the main. So this would have been a multi-pronged attack, which almost certainly would have killed the third base, maybe even done serious damage in the natural. Third base does go down, so that's really, really bad for EdibleAnimal. And not even an immortal lost until quite recently. None of the zealots have been lost as well. And really, EdibleAnimal has to just ignore this and try and go for an all-in, but there's no way he'll break Peepmode at this rate. Zealots will always outtrade the Zerglings, especially since they will about to be having +2 ground weapons, which will allow them to two-shot the Zerglings. Critical upgrades, so always remember to get that. Protoss players out there, especially if you're up against Ling Vane. So now Hydra's coming out, that will help against the Warp Prison, but I'm really not sure.
Would be nice if you can shoot it down.
Yeah, would be very nice. Did forget to mention there was a Dark Shrine, sorry about that. It won't have that much of an effect though, because there's spores everywhere and an Overseer in the sky. Not paying attention, so he's actually going to lose one of the Immortals. I think that's a victim of the change to Warp Prism range. Yeah, EdibleAnimal really has to make something happen now. He's not going to get much done at this third base though. There's a cannon behind a couple of pylons. That's really hard to break. I'm surprised people don't do it more often actually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's a lot of sentries here at the third base as well for Buddie. Oh, he's sentry. Oh, I hate that, so many sentries, but it's the right call.
Yeah. Those GGs. Here they are. They're going to go and try and get some damage done at the third base, but there is a spore. If they can kill it quickly, then they'll be able to take out the base. Actually, no, there isn't an Overseer, so yeah. It won't be that bad. They're instead going to change tack and walk straight into the army. So that's going to be some very, very sad Dark Templar. Very nice. Yeah, Lurker's coming out, but at the moment, he has got a lot of gas banked up, even though he hasn't got a lot of gas being mined. So he could get a few Lurkers, and he could saturate this gas in the main and get some more. But really, he needs the minerals to start making more drones and really get on level terms with Hey Buddie again.
Yep.
He's gotta do something to hold Hey Buddie back while he builds up. Personally, I would like to go for mutas in this situation, because like 5 mutas can do a lot of harassment and just keep the Protoss pinned back. Because look at this army, it's got a Stalker and some sentries, that's all that shoots up. Sure, there's some Archons, but they're very slow. They can't respond to mutas very well. We'll cancel that 4th base, but
if he can,
there's already a 5th.
If he can snipe the Observer from Buddie, then he might have a window to actually do a lot of damage with the Lurkers. I mean, the sentries are really, really weak against these, against a couple of Lurkers.
Yeah,
might be enough to get even again, maybe get ahead. Unless Buddie starts flanking him.
Yeah. Well, I think if he goes for that, he'd have to win a really big battle, and he'd have to win it probably around about here, like in the heartland of Hey Buddie's base, so he could then start killing the production. Because otherwise, Hey Buddie's just gonna completely outgrow him, even if he does win a landmark fight.
Yeah, if there's one thing you cannot let Buddie do, it's let him expand and just let him do what he wants.
Yeah, we've actually got Dark Templar Blink coming out now. That is spotted though by EdibleAnimal, so he shouldn't take too much damage from it. Though I did spot Bomb's Blink DT, and I still died to it, so who knows.
I'm actually really curious to see this. A couple of links going out for a backstab, but it's not going to do a lot, I reckon, with the photon cannon there tucked in between.
Yeah, that photon cannon is so good. especially if you have instead of 2 pylons, you have like 1 pylon and then a
Shield battery.
And you can it's like a little position if you do it the way that he's done it, where Ling's can attack.
Oh, that's expensive loss here. But
Yeah,
there's
very
another
expensive. Might
attack.
even lose the war prison. Yeah, he does. But it's pulled the army away from the 4th base, which is now going to fall. That's just a bunch of sentries and Archons killing everything.
An expensive distraction. I'm pretty sure he meant to do a lot more damage with the DTs as well, but still a good move here. You can afford losing them.
Oh, sorry. I can, did you? Yeah. You can't really plan for someone committing 100% to your harass and not expecting to get attacked at the 4th base. So it's kind of fair enough.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. By the way, I cannot follow you anymore.
Press C.
Ah, 3 and then C. I see.
Yeah. Well, it defaults to follow the camera, but if you like nudge the side of the screen, like I've just done that, it does stop that. So if you ever do that, just press C to make sure you're following again.
Oh, come on, I want to see these lurkers morph before Buddy attacks. Oh, the walls actually help EdibleAnimals here as well, like a little bit at least.
That's going to be interesting if when the lurkers pop out. What happens there?
Come on, bury them.
Oh, they
got
right
stacked
side,
up.
So. Yeah, well, it would have been fine if he fired this lurker immediately. Maybe managed to snipe the observer, but at the moment it's just not happening.
He could have had it. He could have had it if only he had a few more seconds here.
I don't think he could have had it, but he definitely could have survived the fight. Yeah,
survived the fight,
yeah, sure. Nice
GG.
It's pretty good for Zerg in any situation, I think. So it's a good choice by EdibleAnimal. But obviously if it's ZvZ, that doesn't really play a part. I think it is an advantage to Hey Buddy if it is ZvZ, because it will give him more space to kind of operate. And there we go, ZvZ. I do know how to call it, don't I? Anyway, in the top left of Acropolis, saying hi to Mineral Thief and playing Zerg, it is the purple player, Hey Buddy.
And in the bottom right corner, we have EdibleAnimal, who just barely didn't win at the previous game. I mean, it was close at the start for sure. Can you read that?
Yes, he can. So yeah, we'll see what the 2 players opt to go for. I think it's looking quite likely to be 2 hatch firsts. Though I know Buddy has a specific build that, okay, no, he's gonna go for hatch first. Nothing cheeky.
Same.
This is, never mind.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay, this is actually quite weird. So he's gonna quit gas. This,
yeah, maybe.
Actually, I know what this is. Never mind.
Alright.
I think it's the famous Buddy build, where he needs to get a lot more gas than usual, so he gets it really early. Because he's gonna get both +1 melee and ling speed.
Yeah, it's interesting in a ZvZ. I've definitely seen it work.
Well, basically it makes Zerglings 25% more effective in battle.
Yeah.
So 4 lings will beat 5. Because there's...
But then if there's banelings in the mix, it can still go either way, even if the banelings have +1.
Oh yeah, if there's banelings in the mix, then the +1 lings will be just as ordinary as
it all comes down to the micro again, and who's better at that.
I don't think it's who's better at micro at this level. I think it's whoever makes the fewest mistakes.
Yeah,
which obviously I know is a bit of a condescending way of looking at it, but I think it is very much true.
It counts for most of the levels of play in StarCraft, who makes the least mistakes.
Yeah. This is just textbook. It's really weird seeing a build that you know really well playing out in front of you. Because like he's getting the safety spine, he's gonna get ling speed any moment. Anyway, let's give him for EdibleAnimal some love. What build is he up to? Not getting ling speed yet. That's interesting. He's got the gas, he's got the minerals, but he's not opting for it. Could go for a 3rd base.
Or he's simply forgetting it.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe. I've forgotten ling speed plenty of times in my time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, press Control Shift 3 and then then Shift 1. By the way.
Control Shift 3.
Yep, and then Shift 1.
What just happened?
It should bring up the best of 3 and the score. Anyway, Edible Animals going for the scout.
Oh yeah.
We'll probably try and do some damage to the imaginary third base that is not there. Might see the spine, which will probably shoo him away, and the number of drones on the natural will probably make him think nothing is happening. But in reality, there are only 24 drones, and there's just a hell of a lot of lengths. And if he doesn't have a baneling nest within the next 20 seconds, and a baneling nest takes 40 seconds or so to build, he's in trouble. So, in short, he's in trouble. He'll try and push back the overlord so he can get across without being seen.
He doesn't want to lose these links here at the start either.
Yeah. Okay, well he sees the link speed, but obviously that's nothing special. And yeah, he's just going to pull the trigger now, regardless of whether he's spotted or not. So there's no reaction. There's no reaction from Edible Animal. He's still got lava not being spent. 8 lava, in fact. He's making a spine, but that's just not going to be enough. Spines die so fast. Like, you see that there was 4 circlings and the spine just evaporated from existence. Queens are just going to get torn to pieces as is happening. The drones will die in seconds. And yeah, just look at this. Everything is melting. The Queen is holding out for a while because of surface area, but really, just no. There's no way the Edible Animal can survive this. GG is cool.
+1 is no joke.
Yeah. Very well executed.